Hey people, how's it going? Welcome to another video. Welcome to a video titled My Top 10 Songs That Exceed over 15 minutes long. Yeah, I was thinking of video ideas the other day and an idea popped in my head where, I talk about long songs. Me being me, I love long songs to a degree. I love long metal songs. I don't love long Pink Floyd songs. And I thought, you know what? That'd be fun to do a little thing to talk about. The top 10 songs that are over 15 minutes long. I nearly did a top 10 song over 10 minutes long, but I was like, do you know what? That would be a lot of the same artists repeated over and over. So I was like, you know what? We'll see if I can do 15. And we did. We've got 10 songs, some from albums that I own, others from albums that I don't own. So I think we just get straight into it. Let me know down below your favorite songs that are over 15 minutes long. They could be 15 minutes and 1 second all the way up to, however long you want them to be. So yeah, coming in, I think we just get straight into it. Coming in at number 10 for me is the epic Rush song from 2112, and that is obviously the title track, 2112. This song exceeds 20, how long is this song? Where's the time length? This is 20 minutes and 33 seconds. This album, 2112, came out on I want to say March 1st, or was it April 1st, 1976, something like that, but it's definitely 1976. The concept album of this is pretty much a world without music, and then a guy discovers the guitar and starts making music and makes everybody happy. It's a real simplified version of Dream Theater's The Astonishing. They're virtually the same story. But yeah, this song is honestly so much fun. Like I said, it proceeds 20 minutes long and is broken up into 7 parts, being Overture, which is, 0 to 4.5 minutes. And then you've got the Temples of the Syrinx, is how you say that word? Yeah. That's probably my favorite section of the whole 20-minute song. Discovery is fun, Presentation, Oracle the Dream, Soliloquy, and the grand finale. It's honestly a really fun song. It doesn't feel like it's 20 minutes long. It goes by pretty quickly, because all the stanza, all the sections are virtually really quick. The longest one is the Overture, which is 4.5. Everything else is 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2. So yeah, it's not the longest song, but it's pretty damn awesome. So yeah, number 10, Rush's 2112. If you haven't listened to it, go check it out. Number 9 is the title track from Mike Oldfield's debut album, and that is Tubular Bells. This song goes for ages. This one goes for, it's about 24 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that. And this one's just beautiful. It's nowhere near as psychedelic or funk or rock, for example, for that instance, as 2112, what we just talked about. But it's still very good. How do you say this? It's definitely in the realm of simplistic stuff and minimalistic music. If you've seen the Exorcist film, this is the main theme for it. Obviously not the whole 25-minute thing. It's just that opening figure is the Exorcist theme. It's really creepy and eerie. It's in 16/8. Hard to remember that. Yeah, it's a count of 7 and then it's a count of 8, so that it gives it that creepy trip up feel and always comes, but it also at the same time resolves itself by coming back in time. It's very cool. This is from 1973. It's 25 minutes long. Mike Oldfield, the one guy, played every instrument on this track. It's ridiculous. Grand piano, glockenspiel, organ, guitars, honky-tonk, organ, the tubular bells themselves, the acoustic stuff. He did it all himself, about 2,000 overdubs or something like that. It's amazing. So, like I said, it starts with that grand piano intro, and then it tones down for a bit, and then it gets funkier again. It gets picked up, and then there's this awesome guitar solo section-y part in it, and then it breaks down, and then you sort of have this climatic build-up that the tubular bells part actually comes in. It plays the same riff, the same figure over and over again, but every time it repeats, it gets added with another instrument. So it starts with it starts with the piano, and then it goes to the glockenspiel, and then it goes to a guitar or whatever. It just keeps getting added and added until he finally says tubular bells, and then the bells come in and play the melody, and then it ends. So half an hour later, it's a very cool song. It's very minimalistic, but it's weirdly therapeutic, and it's really nice to listen to. So yeah, number 9 is Tubular Bells. Number 8 is the final track off Iron Maiden's 2015 album, The Book of Souls, and that is Empire of the Clouds. I almost forgot about this song. This song comes in at 18 minutes long. Like, I think it's bang on 1801, something like that. And that song tells the story of the famous Zeppelin crash, the R101 across France back in the 30s. I want to say 1936, but I have no idea. I won't lie. Bruce wrote the motif, like the melody part, main figure thing on a piano, on a keyboard, I think, that he bought at an auction. He was playing around with it and found the melody that starts off the Empire of the Clouds song, and he just ran with it. 20 minutes later, but by the end of it, it's a full orchestral 20-minute piece, and it's really, really awesome. It's not very typical Maiden, but at the same time, it is, because Maiden don't play with orchestras, well, not fully anyway, and they like long songs, but they never exceeded 15 minutes like this song has. But then there's that middle section in the middle where it gets real Maiden-y. Do you know what I mean? Dun, 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 dun. And it's just really, really fun. I love the song. The moods in it are just so fun. It starts off all happy and bright, and then the music changes to like fit the thunderstorm and stuff, and then it's all somber and quiet at the end, obviously after everyone had died. So it's a really cool song, and it's really beautiful. It's really passionate, and it's a fun song. It's really fun. It doesn't feel really long, 18 minutes. It goes by pretty quickly, so it's not like it's a mission. At least it's not for me. Like I say, I love long songs, but yeah, it's just good. It did shake me up when I first heard it, because I was like, wow, that doesn't sound like Maiden, but over time you learn to realize that it really does. So yeah, number 8, Empire of the Clouds from Book of Souls. Number 7 is the Iced Earth song, Dante's Inferno from Burnt Offerings. This song is 16 minutes and 26 seconds. This song originally came out in 1995, and then it got re-recorded in 2011, which I think I prefer. I think I prefer the re-recorded version as opposed to the original. The only thing I do like more about the original than the re-recorded one is the little satanic-y chant thing that's in the middle of that thing. It sounds so cool. But anyway, this is a song about the famous Virgil Dante Inferno poem thing, where Virgil is traveling through the 9 layers of hell to eventually get to the bottom of Satan. It's really cool. Each section is broken up into, like, there's different sections for different layers of hell. Do you know what I mean? Limbo, greed, pride, or whatever they are. It's really fun. It's really dark, and it's real evil sounding, and it's really, really just scary. When I first heard it, I was like, damn, that's so, for a better word, it's so satanic, but it's not like black metal satanic. It's because it's just storytelling, and I think it's so cool. Like I said, the satanic chanty part in the middle was just what really sold it for me, and I was just like, this is great. I used to listen to this song all the time at work to make the last 15 minutes of it go by. It's just great. It's so much fun. It's just brutal, and it's heavy. The solos are cool, and it's just eerie. By the time you get to the end of it, and he's like standing with Satan, and he sings about the final layer, the stuff he sings about is just creepy, and it's just real good. But the only sucky thing that I don't like about it is it kind of fades out. It doesn't. Like, it feels like it fades, and then it ends with a chord. It's been like, it should have had a more epic ending. But yeah, it's a great song nonetheless. You should really check that one out if you haven't yet. Number 7, Dante's Inferno. Number 6 is the final track from Rhapsody's 5th album, Power of the Dragonflame, and that is Gargoyles, Angel of Darkness. This song kicks in at 19 minutes long, and it's the epic album closer as well as the epic 5-album story closer. It's just amazing. It's got everything you want from a power metal standpoint. It has a beautiful flamenco styled intro, which goes on for about 2-3 minutes, I think. And then it has a good, awesome metal riff. Whilst under all the flamenco stuff, you have choirs and orchestra stuff coming in, like Rhapsody does well. We all know it. We all love it. Part 1 is called Angeli di Pietra Mystica, which I assume is Latin for Angels of Mystical Stone. That whole section 1 goes for 10 minutes, which is just the first half of the song, which is pretty much the normal which is just the song before it gets into the next chunk. We have the choruses in there, there's solos in there, just really, really great singing from Fabio. The solos from Luca are insane. It's just a really bold, powerful power metal song, as you can imagine, being an album closer as well as a saga story closer. You then get Warlord's Last Challenge, which is a 1.5-minute instrumental, pretty much ridiculous sweep section. It's all sequence sweep picking, and it's ridiculously fast. It's classical, neoclassical playing at its best, and it's just wow. I've been trying to learn that for the last 10 years, still haven't got there. Maybe one day, maybe in another 10 years. But yeah, that part just always blows my mind. The sweep arpeggio section is just wow, god damn. And then after that, you then have the third part, which is And the Legend Ends, which goes for 8 minutes, which is the rest of the song. And most of that is just narration of everything that's come to be and everything about the albums that has already happened, as well as another chorus. And it like a powerful thing. I can't even talk about it. It explodes when it ends, but it also ends with the intro that started the album, the powerful orchestral epic intro. It ends with that, and then it explodes and finishes. It's honestly amazing. It's a 61-minute album, but if you take away the 20-minute song, it's only 40 minutes. So it's a pretty standalone album. But yeah, Gargoyle Angels of Darkness is amazing. I've loved it for years. Everything about it is just perfect, from the opening note of the flamenco to the explosion at the end. So yeah, number 6, I think I said, Angel of Darkness, definitely. Number 5 is the title track from the Dream Theater album, 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence. Yeah, now I actually mean this when I say that this one's number 5. I do love this epic long song. This is the longest song on this list. It clocks in at 42 minutes in total, and it takes up an entire second CD disc in the album. So the album 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence is a double album. You have 6 tracks, 5 or 6 on one side on disc 1, and then on disc 2 you have the title track 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence. As I said, it goes for 42 minutes, so it's a whole album in itself. This song is super special to me in a way, just because I suppose of the nostalgia that I have towards it. When I was 15 and 16 and I've discovered Dream Theater and progressive metal and things that interlock and like music that does whatever Dream Theater do, progressive music pretty much, I was honestly gobsmacked. I couldn't believe that humans were capable of making music like this. And I used to listen to this 42-minute song all the damn time, because to me it wasn't 42 minutes, it was great. It just felt like 8 different songs, you know, mashed up together. The cool thing about this one though, like, if you can skip through it, it is possible to skip through it, but it's obviously still recorded as one song, so that's why we can count it. Even though we can skip it, it's still one song. So this song tackles, This song tackles mental disorders. Each section sings about a different mental disorder, right? It's insane. Well, first of all, let's see if we can figure this out together. So part 1 is Overture, which is pretty much just the opening credits of the song. That goes for 7 minutes almost, and it just has all the themes and the motifs that you're going to hear in this epic song. They're all being played in the overture, naturally. You then have number 2, which is Play About to Crash. And that song is it broken up? You think the wiki page would be more in depth, but About to Crash, I'm pretty sure is about, is it bipolar? I'm not sure. Okay, don't worry about it. War Inside My Head is schizophrenia. You then have The Test That Stumped Them All, which is post-traumatic stress disorder. Goodnight Kiss is about postpartum depression. Solitary Shell, I think, is identity disorder. And About to Crash is a reprise of the song we heard before. And then Losing Time is about I'm not sure. Sorry, I should have learned this. But anyway, each song breaks up about a different mental disorder, and the way they make it flow and the way they sing about it is honestly just beautiful. They've played the song live in its entirety, believe it or not, and I would just die if they did that. It's honestly amazing. It's so good. It's Dream Theater at its best. Obviously, it's a Dream Theater song, so you've got 4/4, 5/4, 6/8, 7/8. You know, so many different time signatures, so many tempos, so many mood changes. It's just amazing. If you haven't delved into the 6 degrees, please go ahead and do it. That's number 5, 6 degrees of inner turbulence. It's amazing. I tried hard to not have repeats, to be honest, but because of all the music I listen to, it was virtually impossible. So we've got another Rhapsody song here. That was Rhapsody. This is technically Rhapsody of Fire. It's the same band, but just different name. So we'll put it in. This is not the closing. This is track 10 off their Triumph or Agony album, and it is the Mystic Prophecy of the Demon Knight. This song clocks in at 16 minutes 26 seconds, and a bit like the other one, it has everything you want from a Rhapsody song. So Rhapsody, the one before, was very classical. It was very theatrical, and it was very neo-classical stuff. Whereas you get Rhapsody of Fire, which is very theatrical, and it's very symphonic, and it's full of film score music and stuff. It's a whole different vibe in a way. There isn't so much, 6-string arpeggio sweeps as much in this one as there was in the other one. This one has more, like I say, film score attributes, right? This song goes for 16 minutes, and it's broken up into 5 sections. First one being A New Saga Begins, which is weird because the new saga began on the previous album, but whatever. That one's great. That one's just so much fun. I think that's the more or less, the song. That's the verse and the choruses. The chorus of this song is actually so funky and fun. It's one of my favorites. Through the Portals of Agony, which is only 40 seconds. And then the Black Order and Necron's Bloody Rhymes, the 3 sections in the middle, they are all, it's pretty much a skit. It's an act. You're now listening to a play, pretty much. You're listening to the characters go through the caves and finding this black book and dealing with the dead and all this other fun stuff. So you're very much listening to a film at this point, and then you get back into part 5, which is Escape from Horror, which is the song coming back with the final chorus and the epic ending. I've always loved this song. I would drive to work listening to this song, and because the first 2 choruses sing about the heroes going to wherever they're going, it's like, cool, we're going to work, we're going to do an epic battle, we're gonna have a great day. And then you get to work in the middle of all the cutscene-y stuff, and then when the time you drive home, the final chorus sings about how they went there and how they did it and won. So it's like, yeah, we had a great day. So that was fun. I miss doing that. But yeah, this one is just absolutely amazing. It's a really good song. It's a fantastic album too. It's a very heavily orchestrated album. It's amazing. There's a really, really edited version of this song. It's cut down to like 4 minutes. Does not do it justice at all. You need that 17-minute version to get the full vibe of what it is. Honestly, it's a fantastic song. The Mystic Prophecy of the Demon Knight from Triumph and Agony at number 4. Number 3 is the epic album closer from Nightwish's 2015 album, Endless Forms Most Beautiful, and that is The Greatest Show on Earth. This song clocks in at exactly 24 minutes long and is easily top 3 best Nightwish songs of all time. This song is just wow. So this whole album follows the kind of vibe of human evolution and science, stuff like that. So The Greatest Show on Earth being like, it's a play on, like, how do you describe it? The greatest show on Earth being like us, the fact that Earth exists, do you know what I mean? The sun in the sky, the rain falling, the trees being green, that's the greatest show on Earth, human nature type vibes, do you know what I mean? This song is broken up into 5 parts as well, and the first one being 4.6. Don't really know what that means, why it's called that. I'm sure it's something deep and meaningful, but this song is just beautiful. It takes you singing just about how awesome life is in a way, and shows you where we've come from as humans, like way back when, to what might be, later. It's got Richard Dawkins, I think, narrating throughout this song, and in fact, he narrates the whole album more or less. Not every song, but when there is narration, I'm pretty sure it's him. And he does so good. 4.6 is this beautiful piano intro with all the choirs and all the orchestras, like typical Nightwish, way long before the metal actually kicks in. And then you get part 2, which is Life, which is a proper song, section of the song. There's metal and everything. There's the Toolmaker, which I think is sound effects again. And then you have the understanding, which is another section of the song, which is, where everyone's singing in the band. And then that's got the awesome, famous "We Were Here" part. We were here, being humans. We were here. It's so good. The way that ending builds up like that, it's honestly amazing. It's just as good, if not better, than Ghost Love Score, if you're a Nightwish fan. It's honestly such a good song. And then the last bit is Seaworm Driftwood, which is a weird name for it, but that's just, again, orchestras and narrations and stuff. And that goes for nearly 10 minutes long, like that section. I know for a fact that the song aspect ends at like 16 minutes. So you've got like another 8 minutes of ambient-y, narration and orchestras, but it's just as beautiful. Honestly, it's so good. If you haven't heard this song, I really recommend you do it. The Greatest Show on Earth is honestly a fantastic song and one of Nightwish's best efforts ever. It should have been the title track. I don't know why it wasn't, but yeah, it's a great song. The Greatest Show on Earth, number 3. Number 2 is what I thought would be number 1 when I first thought about this idea, and that is the title track, closing track from Dream Theater again, we're repeating, off the 8th album, and that is Octavarium. I've pulled this album out quite a few times on this channel, and rightly so. It's a fantastic song. I ranked all of Dream Theater's albums. This is the number 1. Octavarium, what do I say about that? I won't go into a lot of detail, but if you want to, I did a video on what makes this album great. So I go into real detail where I break apart this album and talk all about it and the all ins and outs things of what makes Octavarium Dream Theater's best music. But in a nutshell, Octavarium, if you're musically inclined, you'll know that an octave is when you have the same note just repeated, like a different pitch, different thing, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. When you get back to A, you repeat the octave again. So on the piano, there's 8 notes. Well, in the musical scale, sorry, there's 8 notes before you hit the octave. It's the 8th album, it's the 8th track. There's 24 hours in a day before it repeats. That's why that song is 24 minutes long. This song is broken up into 5 parts, and they sing about all sorts of things just intertwining with each other and repeating, like starting where they finishing, starting where they finished, things like that, finishing where they began. I don't know, whatever that sentence is. But yeah, like I said, I've done a full video on this, and it's honestly beautiful. It's their best song. It really is. 24 minutes of absolute heaven. I could listen to that song all day, every day, over and over, and never, ever get bored of it. My favorite section in that is probably part 3, which is called Full Circle, which is this one, it's pretty much one giant sentence that they say, where they'll say a word, and then they'll say another word, and then that word is also relating to this sentence, but it's also the first word of what they say next, right? Does that make sense? So what's the lyric? Sailing on the 7 seas, the day tripper. You get it? Day tripper sees the day, 7 seas. You know, they all connect like that. So that goes on for a little while, and it's honestly just brilliant writing. It's fantastic. The solo in this song is ridiculous. The musicianship in this is fantastic. Honestly, if you haven't heard Octavarium, please go ahead and do it. If you want to listen to the full album, great. But if you don't want to, just please listen to the title track. 24 minutes. It won't feel that long, I promise. It's such a great album. That's number 2, Dream Theater's Octavarium. So number 1 is another 24-minute song, and it's by a band that we haven't spoken about yet. And I just love this song. A friend of mine showed this to me. It's absolutely amazing. This is from Symphony X, and it's the title track off their 6th studio album, and that is The Odyssey. This is my number 1 song that exceeds over 15 minutes. This song comes in at 24 minutes and 9 seconds, so it's just longer than Octavarium. This song is just beautiful. I'm sorry, but it is. It beats out anything else that Symphony X have ever done. The Odyssey is broken up into 8 parts and just tells the epic story of the Odyssey story, right? So part 1, as you might imagine, is called Odysseus's theme, Overture, which is just nowhere near as much of a mission to get through as like the 6 Degree Overture. That one went for 7 minutes. This one doesn't go for that long. And then you get Journey to Ithaca, which is finally where the song kind of kicks in. You know, the singing starts. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's just a beautiful told story of the Odyssey story. It's fantastic. Journey to Ithaca, The Eye, Part 3. The Eye is just evil and great. I love that section so much. Daughter of the Sun is fun as well. Sirens is just the music in this album, in this song, actually, yeah, and the album as well. This song is just ridiculous. It's neoclassically fun. It's not as ridiculous as Rhapsody's music. It's better. Is it better than Dream Theater's music? It's not fully orchestrated. I don't think it's very not MIDI, but you know what a word? It's like synthy orchestrated. I don't know. Honestly, it's just ridiculous. He sings. The music is, I know I've said it before, but the music is just, everybody is on point. Of course they are. It's Symphony X. What do you expect? The singing is amazing. I love the final part. Part 5 is just beautiful, especially when not part 5. Part 8 is great. Or if that's it's not broken up into times here, so I don't actually know when the parts kick in. But the final part where they sing about Champion of Ithaca, that's just, yeah, that is right there, the last part, yeah. Champion of Ithaca. It's just like, because it's all clean and quiet before the last part kicks in, and then the drums come back, and then it's just a steady beat of the final part, and it's just like, so this is home in the eyes of a beggar. It's a great song, honest to God. Minerva finds my way. I need to listen to it, clearly. It's making me itch. So, yeah, I would also recommend the Odyssey album, but please don't think that, I don't think the rest of the album matches the amazingness that the song The Odyssey is. The first song on the Odyssey is great. I love that song as well. But the Odyssey just shines off anything else off that album. Honestly, go listen to the Odyssey song and tell me I'm wrong. It's great. It's just mostly written by Romeo. So what do you expect? Yeah, I'm out of breath talking about it. Please go do yourself a favor and listen to it. And yeah, with that, we'll stop the countdown. Thank you so much, team, for hanging out with me while I sit here and discuss my 10 longest songs that exceed, my 10 favorite long songs that exceed over 15 minutes long. As I said at the start, let me know down below what your favorite long songs are. Is it anything that I've mentioned? Is it another Dream Theater song? Is it another Symphony X song? Because I know they have a lot. Is it a Burzum ambient song? You know, it could be anything. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me while I sit here and discuss my long songs. Keep an eye out for the next video. I'm going to do some more funny little ones like this, so keep an eye out for that. But until that happens, everybody, stay inside, stay safe, listen to long songs, click the subscribe button, I know you want to, and I will see you all in the next video. See you later.